Hi, Luke.
Hi,
I'm Ellen Voorhees.
I'm Luke Voorhees.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I'm getting my public personnel services credential, and so thanks for doing some talking with me today. So what I want to start out with, I want to do a little icebreaker. I know some things about you. Like last year, I saw you playing a lot of basketball and different things. I know you're involved in sports. What grade are you in again?
I'm in eighth grade.
You're an eighth grader. And where do you go to school?
Um, Johnson Junior High.
Oh, okay. And what town is that in?
Arbuckle.
Arbuckle. Okay. So let's do a little icebreaker activity. I've done some cards in front of you, and they're question cards. And maybe we'll go through those questions, and you can answer them the best you can, and maybe you can pick one or two, and I'll answer them too. So they're kind of
Okay.
what if questions. Do you know what that is? Like what if questions?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to go ahead and pick one?
If you had one day to live over again, what day would you pick?
Okay.
Probably the day that my basketball team won the championship game.
Okay. Where was that at?
It was in Marysville.
It was in Marysville. And it was a tournament. It was a championship game, so it was a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when you were in what grade?
Seventh grade.
In seventh grade. Okay, that's good. All right. Card number 2.
If you had to buy a new car right now, what would you buy?
And how old are you again? You told me I know, but remind me.
I'm 14.
You're 14, so you may be thinking about that. Well, maybe not a new car, but
I'll probably get like a pretty nice pickup.
any particular model, make?
Probably like, I don't know, like Chevy.
Yeah. Are you a Ford guy too, or are you just?
No, I don't like Ford.
Just you're kind of one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Would it be a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You want to do a couple more?
Yeah. What would be your dream job in 10 years?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I'll probably want to be a farmer.
Oh, okay. What kind of farmer would you like to be?
Farmer.
An almond farmer. And why would you pick that particular job?
Oh, because my dad's been doing it for a while and I like it.
Okay, so you work on the ranch a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Do you want to do one more?
Sure.
Okay.
If you could have answered one question, what question would it be? Probably why there's so many deadly diseases in this world.
Okay. Like any disease in particular that you...
Like cancer, like all that bad stuff.
Okay, so why those things have to happen. You want to pick 2 and I'll answer those 2? Oh, we got one more. Do you want to do the last one?
Yeah, you could do the last.
Oh, I get to do the last one.
Yeah.
All right. If you could learn any skill, what would it be? Oh man, there's a lot of skills I wouldn't mind having. I definitely think if I could learn any skill, it would be that I could speak a foreign language, and it would probably be Spanish. I'm kind of working on it, but that would definitely be a skill that would help me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to pick one more? I'll answer. I don't care which one, ever one. If you could have one question answered, what would it be? Oh. I think it would be, is there people living on other planets? Like, is there life beyond the Earth or beyond this galaxy? I kind of think there's got to be somebody out there, but I don't know. That would probably be my question to be answered. Okay, so I know a little bit about you, and I know a little more about you now after the icebreaker. So you said you were in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like school?
Yeah.
What do you particularly like about school? Like, is there a subject that you like the best? Is there if you had to pick 2 things you liked best about school, what would those be?
Some of the teachers there and math.
Oh, math. Okay, you're strong in math and you like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I saw you playing basketball last year. I talked about that earlier. Are there other sports that you play, or
I play football and baseball.
you play football and you play baseball?
Yeah.
And football, is that at your junior high school too, or?
No, it was like separate thing.
It was a separate thing, like a youth league or
Yeah, youth league. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what was the name of your team?
The Junior Bears.
Oh, the Junior Bears. And I don't know too much about football, but what did you play? Offense, defense?
I played both. I played tight end and defensive end.
You played tight end, and so tight end is an offensive position, and defensive end, defense in front of it is a defense. Which did you like one offense?
No, I liked them both a lot.
And how long have you been doing that?
For like, I think 4 years.
4 years, so a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your ultimate favorite sport?
I don't know. Yeah. I'd say football probably.
Football. Okay, and next year you'll go on to high school. Will you play all those sports in high school?
I don't know about baseball.
Okay. But the other two?
Yeah.
Those probably take up a lot of time too. So we're here today to talk about, we've got like 20 minutes, whatever you want to talk about. What brought you here today to talk a little bit?
I'm having trouble getting my homework done.
Okay. So maybe talk a little bit about, so what's your after school routine then? What do you do when you get home from school?
I usually like go play with my go play Xbox, and then like I go to practice for football and then basketball.
Okay.
And I don't have any time afterwards.
Okay, so you come home, you unwind a little bit. You might play Xbox, you might do something else, and then maybe it's time for practice. Then you go do practice. Come home. What did you get home? Practice 5:30.
Probably like 6:30.
6:30, and then it's probably time to eat dinner, and then all of a sudden it's like 8 o'clock at night, and your homework's not done. Okay, so that obviously causes some problems at school. Like, can you tell me about a situation where that's been a problem for you?
Well, I can't get my homework done, so I don't really know what the teachers are talking about.
Okay, so when they start that review or whatever it is, that piece is missing. Can you like how many days a week are you struggling with that? Like every day of the week?
Usually like Mondays through Wednesdays.
Okay, so Monday through Wednesdays are your toughest day. And you have practice those days too?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me again, I'm going to write it down, about your schedule. You get done with school around what time?
Like 3:10.
Okay, 3:10. And how do you get home from school?
My parents drive me.
Okay, so your parents pick you up. And then you usually get home, is it a long time from school? Like, is it a long commute to school? Is it pretty fast? Or what time do you usually get home?
It's pretty fast. Like, probably get home around 3:20.
Okay. Oh, so really fast, 3:20. Okay, and so then what do you do next? Tell me what you do next. You told me before, but I'm just trying to get a good timeline for you.
Like, I just usually, like, unwind, like you said, and play Xbox and all that stuff.
Okay. And you usually do that until?
Like, probably, like 4.
Okay, 4 or so. And then keep on walking me through it.
And then I go to basketball practice, which starts at like 5 almost.
Okay. And then you said you got home around 6:30 or so.
Yeah.
Okay, and by that time you're probably pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Ready to eat dinner. All right. So that's kind of your schedule for those days.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think? What do you think you could do to improve that? You said Monday through Wednesday. Improve that Monday through Wednesday schedule.
I think I could stop like messing around after school and just get straight to work.
Okay. So tell me what that would look like for you. Do you think you come home
at like 3, like be home at 3:20, do my homework until like 4:20, and then go to practice.
Okay. So instead of the Xbox time, but you like to play Xbox. You like to kind of unwind and do that. Where would you put that in your day? Do you think like your Xbox or your?
Probably at like the end after I eat dinner.
Okay, the end after dinner, so like the later part of your day. So it's a problem for you. You said 3 days a week, Monday through the Wednesday time. What subject takes up the most time in your homework? Your reading or your math? Or
Probably math and language arts.
math and language arts, your kind of your two core subjects. Do you think that it would be better to tackle one of those first, like your math or your language arts first? Like, is there one that usually is there?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What do you
Math
think?
usually takes the longest.
Math takes the longest. And do you think you'd want to do that first, like right
Yeah.
when you got home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what would you do? You would do language arts second, you think?
Yes.
All right. So let's kind of then walk me through kind of like a new schedule that you think that you would. So you're still going to get home from school at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you got home like around 3:20, what time do you think you want to start your homework then?
3:30.
Okay. So you think you could start at 3:30, maybe take 10 minutes. What would you do in that 10 minutes time, do you think?
I don't know, like get something to eat.
Okay. Get a snack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. And then what at 3:30, what do you think you would do? What do you think you would do next?
I'd probably do math homework.
Okay. So math 3:30 until you got it completely done, or would you like work
Yeah.
on it? Okay. So 3:30 until it was completely done. And so is that going to be the same time every day?
It probably depends
Okay. It depends on what?
on how much we need that day, how much we learn.
Okay. And your Monday through Friday are your heaviest homework days. Like Friday, you probably don't have any homework or not as much homework. You're still in junior high.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday, it might be. What does Thursday look like for you?
Not very much homework.
Maybe like just
Yeah.
studying or.
Yeah. A couple. Yeah.
Okay. What are the other classes that you do have? I'm just curious. We didn't really talk about it.
Science, Spanish, history. That's about it.
Science, Spanish, history, and you said math,
Mm-hmm.
language arts.
Yeah.
I'm assuming maybe some PE thrown in there.
Yeah. PE.
Okay. So you've got a full load. Okay. So then you're going to do your math until it's done, and then you'll start on your language arts and see how long
Mm-hmm.
that takes you. Okay. And then until you get ready, and then you go to practice and come home.
Yeah.
So when you got home from practice, you want to eat dinner first, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what time do you think, if you had to start your homework again, what time would you start it again? Do you think like 7:30?
Yeah. 7:30.
Okay. So that's a pretty tight schedule. Do you think you could commit to doing it Monday through Wednesday? Do you think you want to try to follow that schedule 2 days a week next week? I want to kind of set a
Yeah.
goal for you.
Probably set it like 3 days a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Monday through Wednesday.
Okay. So you think you can meet that goal Monday through Wednesday, 3 days a week?
Yes.
And tell me, like, what advantage that schedule would give you then if you followed it? Do you think, since it's been a problem, what do you think about that?
It'd probably help my education a lot.
Okay.
I get my homework done. I know what teachers are talking about now.
Okay. So your education, do you have like, if we went, so we're talking about this, like, this weekly goal, and obviously you want to go to high school. What are your ideas for education after high school?
I want to go to college.
Okay, you want to go to college. Do you have older siblings that go to college?
Yeah.
Or
Mm-hmm. One goes to Duke and one goes to Cal Poly.
one goes to Duke and one goes to Cal Poly. And so you're the youngest of three.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a big load to follow.
I know, yeah.
Okay, so you gave me some great information. It sounds like you really kind of have it thought out in your mind anyway.
Yeah.
It's just now that it's a matter of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that you've come up with a really good plan and good reasons for doing that. Can we, like, to kind of close today, let's talk about what your next week is going to look like. So can you give back to me like that goal that we set or that description, or so you can kind of solidify it in your own mind.
The goal I set was doing my homework 3 days a week.
And what's your timeline look like in those 3 days?
Like with like all my practices and stuff.
Yeah, kind of walk me through it again too, like when you would start, what you would do first.
I'd probably start my homework at like 3:30, go to 4:30, then go to practice, then come home around like 6:30, eat dinner, and then start my homework around like 7:30, and finish it. Then I go play Xbox.
Okay. And did we talk about like what piece of homework you thought you were going to start first? I guess it depends on the day, right? You said
Yeah. Usually math though.
usually math. All right. And so the reasons behind doing this are to better your
Education and know what teachers are talking about.
okay. And so maybe by setting this goal, you can see an increase in your grades,
Yeah.
an increase in your understanding,
Uh-huh.
and make a good plan for yourself. Okay, so let's meet again next week. So it's Thanksgiving break, so you have a little time to think about it. So next
Yeah.
week we'll meet again, maybe on next Friday, and see how you did and how those goals worked for you, and any problems that you may have had.
Okay.
Okay, sound good? Thanks for meeting
Thank you.
me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.